Illusion, reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. It is the end of October. It is absolutely perfect fall weather here in sunny Southern California. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's like 65 degrees. The air is crisp and cool. Zero surf, unfortunately. It would be an all-time surfing day if there are any waves. But you know, you can't get it all. And you know, we're just cooler heads are trying to prevail. Man, some chaos on the East Coast last night, right? Any excuse nowadays, and I directly attribute a lot of this pent-up frustration and looting and anger is these lockdowns, man. You look at where all this stuff is occurring. It's always in these ultra lockdown cities, man. People got to be struggling, man. I have total empathy for impoverished communities that were already impoverished, and now they're just even more impoverished, man. Bad's bad, dude. But so yeah, I mean, I don't think it takes much anymore. It's tragic to see, because it's definitely pushing a bad story even further. And man, gnarly, dude. Seemed really violent in Philly, man. I'm not down with that. And the scene that's going on in New York with the targeting of the Hasidic Jews and stuff, man, that's crazy town. I never thought I'd see stuff like that in my lifetime. And if you don't think that that's just red flags, dude, de Blasio and Cuomo, just, oh, those dudes are war criminals, apparently, or crimes against humanity, man. So, and then the interesting tidbit, I was watching Portland Andy, because he's one of those ones besides PT News that gets all the live streams together. So I was doing Portland Andy last night. And I was like, what's going on in LA, dude? I'm like, oh gosh, is this one of these like scenarios where the riots are going to sweep the country again for some convicted felon? And I was like, oh, it's the World Series celebration. Who knew? I had no idea that people were still playing baseball. Clueless, dude. No balls, no nets. So I'm watching it. It's like, oh, someone's getting yanked for being an idiot. Look at this. So this blue car tried to pass this cop on the right side, came flying up on this cop and just oopsed it. Sucker, dude. Rookie move, bro. Whoa. I'm sure if you could have seen it without the glare, that dude went flying past me and tried to pass the cop on the right. Dude, like, duh. You deserve your ticket, man. You deserve a ticket for that kind of stupidity. But now I can speed the rest of the way, dude. There's no cops. That was the lone highway patrol. But so yeah, I'm watching the thing and I'm like, what's going on in LA, dude? And it was like this world's like sports riots. Just any excuse, right? So I was sitting there and I'm like, World Series, dude. Like, who knew? Who knew? I go, we've won 2 of them now. We won the basketball World Series and the baseball Super Bowl and all of it, dude. All coming to LA. It just shows you, dude, just no one cares. But I guess there's still sports fans out there are willing to do some donuts in some intersections. So that was kind of all right, dude. I was like, I'll take a sports riot any day over a leftist outrage, race riot, looting horror show, dude. Wow, man. That's just psychotic, dude. any excuse right now. I mean, when you do the deep research on this dude, I mean, it's the local media is just like, yeah, convicted felon. All crimes are against like women and stuff, dude. I don't know. Women really need to wake up as to what's going on with these lefties, dude. All these people, they're doing the martyrdom of all committed crimes against women, dude. I don't get how people aren't seeing it pretty obviously. Like, if you're a woman right now, dude, like, you're more in jeopardy from these lefty, weirdo, rioting, commie terrorists than I think you know, dude. Because all these people they're celebrating all are doing something that involves violence against women, man. I'm a take back the night kind of guy, dude. I'm fully like, I can't believe people want to go backwards. I trip out on that, like backwards. Like, we're gonna make the world more unsafe for women. We're gonna make the world more unsafe for all these marginalized communities, to use their words. I'm sorry, but do all the alphabet people understand that at the end of this, they're on the chopping block? That actually the constitutionalists and the free-loving people are the ones that are going to protect them? As a dude, and I'm going to be clear, as a dude who fundamentally, like on a personal level, totally disagrees with that lifestyle, I'll fight to protect other people's rights to have it. I will absolutely fight to protect people's rights to let their freak flag fly. I personally don't agree with it, but like, that's where like the Constitution in me, like that's where like I really am like, you can't have one thing for one group of people, and it's got to be equal for all, dude. So that's where I'm really at with what, like, people just don't see like who's on the chopping block coming on with these lefty commie weirdo freaks, dude. It ain't me. It ain't me. I'll tell you that much, dude. We're not rolling over. It's all the people that need help, man. It's all these women that are in sketchy domestic situations with drunks and drug addicts. It's all these children that are being raised by single parents, dude. It's all these people that are vulnerable because they've chosen alternative lifestyles. You see it. You see it. And again, if you're Jewish out there, you better wake up, dude. You better pull it together, because it looks like they're almost having a program in New York City, dude. I've seen, like, you go poke around, you can see crazy videos of the targeting of these people by these authoritarian units, dude, with rocking around with their badges. Again, that's where like it's trippy, where I'm like, if only the brick chucking commies had a legitimate understanding of what they were doing, I probably would be brick chucking with them, dude. Because I'm definitely not down for the authoritarian cop thing. I definitely believe in like law and order policing, but this police protecting the state from their criminal activities, I'm definitely not down with. And you know what? The on the street policing with the lunatics and the weirdos, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about them and cops getting behind and enforcing this what's going on in New York, man. Any cop or public servants that's in there hassling these people under the guise of whatever marching orders that Cuomo and de Blasio have sent down are criminals, as far as I'm concerned, dude. And same in California, man. You know, we got a freakazoid running this state, dude. Barbara Ferrer in Los Angeles, she's a criminal, dude. She's starving people out down here. So yeah, it's again, it's these people are like, it's weird, man. It's when you really take a 30,000 foot perspective of it, you're like, dude, like really, we're using all our powder up on this. Like, I wish we could turn that riotous rage against the true criminals, or the true criminals, the pharmaceutical corporations, the Federal Reserve Bank, the banks, dude, the Jeff Bezos, the billionaire technocrats, dude. I wish these jerk-offs who are like burning down and tearing apart Philly would go and just get in their cars and go drive to Jeff Bezos's compound or Bill Gates's compound and just like read them the riot act, man. But no, we're gonna go. Again, like, man, if I've been to Philly, dude, as a dude who's been to Philly a bunch, bro, Philly's a rough city, man. I went to Philly so many times living in Pennsylvania to go skate FDR. Not once did I drive through Philly where there wasn't a burning car somewhere in my journey in Philly. Every time there would be a burning car somewhere. I used to just fully like look for it. Like, where's the burning car? And I did a 4th of July in Philly once. It was so hectic. I remember being on South Street or something, dude, right? Is that the one? South Street. And just, it was sketchy, dude. I remember, like, I bet I'm not in the right zone, dude. I better go get somewhere else. So one of the greatest fireworks shows I've ever seen, though. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, I mean, Philly's a rough city. You throw in the Pennsylvania shutdown, which has been overturned by courts and stuff, and you look at the nonsense going on in PA. That's a powder keg, man. You can't take away people's fundamental ability to like sustain themselves and then not expect them to just wait for a reason to like go sideways, dude. Yeah, so unfortunately they pick like a criminal to like go sideways with. It's orchestrated, man. You look at the big black bloc Antifa headquarters is Philly out on the East Coast, man. They're pretty entrenched there, dude. So, I mean, guaranteed all those F-wits are having huge, pushing the narrative on that. You know, they attack the cops to provide cover for the looting. Bad news, and let's not forget, that's just a little factoid, that the police chief of Philadelphia a year ago was the police chief of Portland, Oregon, man. People aren't following these police chiefs around, dude. She's a black woman, dude, regardless of whether she's good or bad. I don't know, dude. I think it should be noted that she just left Portland a year ago, and now she's in Philly, dude. I don't know what people are expecting, man. I don't think they're expecting much. That's why they're losing their minds and running around and just smashing and destroying stuff. I just don't think they quite understand what is going to be the end result of this. And it's not going to de-escalate. It's not like these. So you ask yourself, why do any of these cops even show up for work, right, at this point? Why would you be a police officer in any one of these democratically controlled cities at this point? Like, what is it? Like, I get it, you got a mortgage, you got, whatever, it's where you live. I do understand that concept. But knowing that you could be on the job and some lunatic with a huge criminal history is gonna, in some sort of bipolar episode, as a dude who's dealt with some bipolar people for real in my life, bro, they're on another level, dude. They're not stopping. I don't think people with the whole, like, just send in a social worker, dude. have never dealt with anybody in a bipolar or a manic episode or a drug-induced rage, dude. It ain't like that, man. You got to be big and have some serious skill sets to deal with that. Do you think you're gonna talk down some knife-wielding bipolar lunatic where people have already called 911 and said, help, this guy's off the chain, and he's got a history of it? Nah, dude. And a history of gun violence? Nah. I'm sorry, dude. People just have never dealt with lunatics before, dude. I've worked in drug and alcohol. I have a very deep relationship with someone who's bipolar, and I've been there for episodes, dude. And it's scary, scary stuff, dude. So yeah, I don't think anyone. I agree, like, our mental health care system sucks, dude. You want to reform it? I think that's where it's not defund the police, it's like refund mental health care, dude. How about, see, I'm all on the positive, dude. Like, the negative, like, let's refund mental health care, dude, in our society. So, okay, take the cops away. Now what? Now you have a bunch of people that still aren't getting medical help, that still don't get, and you look at California, dude, like, you're allowed to be a lunatic, dude. There's basically nothing you can do. As a person, again, who's dealt with people in bipolar episodes, dude, there's not a lot you can do, man, except just wait for them to truly make a giant mistake, dude. And that's the trouble with the system, is like, do people lose their constitutional rights because they're mentally broken? I don't know. I don't think so. But if they're at a danger to themselves, I don't know. I as a person who's dealt with people in bipolar episodes, and this dude in Philly was a full-blown bipolar dude. He wasn't taking his meds, man. And man, do they lose their constitutional rights to protect themselves and the community at large? Maybe. I mean, that's a real discussion for our society. This just saying the cops are bad because they show up and are like dealing, they don't know. Sure, you could say, oh, well, it's a bipolar dude. They go, what, so they're not supposed to show up and this dude's supposed to run around the neighborhood? Like, it's not a lot of good options, dude. And I'm telling you, dude, as a person who's dealt with someone in a bipolar episode who was winging rocks at the cops, and the cops are like, look, dude, we're leaving because our only alternative is to use physical, violent, lethal force against this fool, dude. You know? So, I've seen it. I've dealt with it. I've lived with it, dude. People don't understand mental health in our society because it's just swept under the rug and everyone pretends it's lollipops and rainbows, dude. It's real, dude, and we're not addressing any of that. It's like the same thing with everyone. The guns, and the violence. All those people are on some sort of psychotropic drug, dude. They all have mental health issues. They're not getting treated. They're just here. Take your Flintstone chewables and your low dose psychedelics, dude, and just go roam around the city. And if you don't take it and you have some sort of mass murder episode, we'll blame the guns instead of the society that's not protecting it. These are people that I'm talking about that are marginalized, that we as a society are not protecting. We should be protecting people with mental health issues, dude. Absolutely, dude. I'm on a rant now. Because I see it. I've dealt with it. There's no help, dude. If you have somebody in the midst of anyone bipolar or manic, dude, there's no help, dude, except 911. And 911, man, you are rolling the dice, dude. I get it, dude. You got someone in the middle of some sort of mental health issue, dude. You're just as culpable for calling 911, dude. But who are you gonna call? Well, you're gonna call an ambulance and have some minimum wage ambulance person show up and be like, "What are we supposed to do, dude? What are we supposed to? We're gonna have to call the cops anyhow." So, and then now you just, well, at least maybe the ambulance is there to administer, like, I don't know, dude. I just, again, it's the I see a lot of putting the cart before the horse. All these people that have caused all this mayhem the last 6 months, all are either abusing women or have mental health issues, dude, and they've been let off the chain because the system chooses to turn its back on mental health issues because it's dirty. It's dirty, ugly work, dude, because yeah, nothing's creepier than all those one who flew over the cuckoo's nest sanitariums. Yeah, what do you just throw them all in some building and let them just wipe poo all over the wall and like bang their heads against, the door? I don't know if that's a solution either, man. Where is our empathy? As a dude who's slightly cuckoo as himself, that treated my own weird depression, no one can. I treated it all with drugs and alcohol, dude. Took the drugs and alcohol away. I was crazier than ever, dude. So I don't know. And then you hop these people up on methamphetamines and Adderall, people with untreated mental health issues that are like, well, they got a learning deficit, so let's give them some Adderall, dude. That'll help. Let's just give them some methamphetamines that are legal, dude. Roll the dice. Hope this person has a 24-hour Home Depot so they can do some crafting in the middle of the night, dude. Oh, they don't have a crafting budget? Now what are they doing? They're out creeping around in the neighborhood looking through trash cans to find crafting goods, because most of these people probably just want to craft. Yeah, I mean, glue popsicle sticks together and stick fuzzy balls on them and make ridiculous art, dude, but they don't have any art funding, dude. Blame the cops, dude. Blame the cops, dude. No, let's not blame any of these people who are running a broken system, dude. Let's just blame the low-hanging fruit, dude. That's where I'm just a little disappointed on people too, on both sides, because there's all the pro-coppers, like, yeah, dude, yeah. And then there's all the there's just these two ridiculous polarizations, and nobody's getting the help they need. People need help, man. People need all sorts of help right now, dude. And everybody has just polarized out, and all these people are just sitting there just like, what am I supposed to do, dude? I'm crazy. I got no health. I can't afford to go get my meds. I don't have a job. I don't have any crafting supplies. I'm sitting here and it's like, oh, look, dude, like, it's time to loot. All right. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Was that? I'm a believer though. But I would just wish we could just focus a little bit on the real problems so we can find some real solutions. As a dude who looks at this stuff, I got solutions. I know what the problem is. I see it. But again, I don't think people understand the problem because their life experiences are pretty insulated. Most people don't live exciting, adventuresome lives where they get to like really bump into some dangerous, crazy people and some beautiful, loving, kind people too. So, you get it all. Anyway, I love y'all, dude. I'm running out of power, dude. I could probably rant like this for another bit, but probably good I just curtail that there, dude. The Illusion signing off. Just be kind to each other. Just be kind to each other. Let's pray. Let's pray for these cities. Let's pray for these marginalized groups that are just getting screwed. Let's pray that people wake up to what's going on to the Jewish community in New York City. Jeez, dude, that is horrifying. Anyway, it's The Illusion signing off.